We back. How we sounding, man? We good? On the scale from 1 to 10, man. How we looking? We coming in right? Y'all know I've been doing a lot of studying. I don't like being frustrated ever. I like relaxation. Masculinity requires you to be relaxed. My testosterone lowers when I'm anxiety filled. You feel me? I don't feel like doing nothing. What's going on? There we go. We back in the game. Yeah, man. First and foremost, we ain't went on a live in a while, so it got to be special. Usually we do these world addressments, and it's always special news. I know I'm 25 million views up since the last time we talked. Y'all just dropped the All Money In doc. That was a hard one. Congratulations on that. 2 back-to-back sold-out shows. Toronto, congratulations on that. We could probably do this a lot, because it's always something going on. In the name Earn Your Leisure, I think it's so responsible because first it starts off earning. And to earn something, you got to work for it, right? Before you get to the leisure part, like there's a philosophy built into just saying the name, to earn your leisure, right? And I think that most people probably overlook the accountability that's in that statement. You feel me? Like, damn, I want to relax. I want to have leisure time. But before I get there, I got to start with the earn part. You feel me? And I think that's so powerful because when you see individuals like yourself, Rashad, Troy, and the team, as y'all move around and have constant upward mobility, it's because of the work on the back end that most people don't see. So for me, give me 1 second, man, to describe what the work is like on the back end. Like how many tasks, how much anxiety, how much lack of sleep that happens, process, overthinking, fires to put out that people don't see, and they get to see the moments, and that shit look real nice and shiny. But the back
that's a fact.
where you
Well,
earn
you
your
said
leisure.
that people see the final product, but they don't see the what goes into making the final product. So man, it's nonstop, bro. Traveling all over the world, Zoom calls every hour on the hour, emails and text messaging and going through different conversations and calling audibles on the fly. So it's ups and downs in business. It's never going to be just all good. But if you are planning on being in business, you gotta understand that you gotta keep your composure because it's a roller coaster, man. Every day we do a variety of different things, man. So shout out to the whole team, as you said, Abdullah. This guy is does the job of 100 different people. Mike, Chris, Bam, Rich. It's a team, and it takes a lot of people to put this ship on the right. And we just glad that we on that mission. And you had mentioned the All Money In episode. Big shout out to the whole All Money In team. Also big shout out to Black Sam, big shout out to Copy Supreme, BH, Pac-Man, JP, the whole team. So that's something that we're really proud about, as far as putting that out there. And it's a blessing to be able to, get the feedback the way that it's come in. People have championed it. A lot of the clips has gone viral. So that meant a lot to us because Nipsey was somebody that was a major influence to us. So we never got a chance to meet him physically in person. But it's crazy because he was able to develop such good relationships with almost every single person that was close to him, his family, his friends. And I just felt like that was just an alignment. Like, I know that if he was alive, I know he would rock with us. Like, you know what I'm
saying? Yeah, heavily. That's one of those things I get people, I think right after his death, his passing, and up until now, people always hit me with, yo, you remind me of Nip. And, when he was doing his business out in Oakland, in LA, I had my business out in Oakland, right? And, a lot of what he was doing was so in line with my thinking completely. And I feel like that's how it is with Nipsey Hussle specifically. It's like you felt in tune because you see that same vision and you appreciate the direction he was going. It's one of those things where so many times throughout our culture, we talk about what we want to see. And when somebody finally does it, it almost feels surreal. Like, damn, bro, it's real, and he actually doing it. You feel me? And so that was one of the things that I appreciated from Nipsey Hussle was like a lot of things we wanted to see rappers do, he actually was executing on a daily basis, right? And it wasn't an easy blueprint to follow. And at the same time, with y'all, Doc, you know, it reminded me of me, my team, and my family. I was looking at a tweet I put out maybe like 5 years ago saying that my dream is to have a family business, you know, and being able to have a successful family business for the last 3 years now and having everybody work together and, you know, that's the payroll like that. Those are the type of things on the back end that's hard as hell, but that excite me and keep me going on a daily basis. And the way he was able to install what he learned into, you know, his team and translate that information where everybody understands it, right? Man, that's so powerful because that's really, to me, one of the hardest things to do. It's like how to translate that spirit that you have in a team and then make them independent bosses at the same time, right? Because most people only want to make more followers, and his whole idea was, how do I make more
So
leaders out of the people around them?
somebody else that actually did know him personally, I think Dame has just requested to come in. So
Oh, yeah.
on the
Let's
request
bring the
line.
boss in there. Dave Dash, another one of the great bosses that inspired the
Dame,
world.
what's happening?
There you go.
What's going on?
There you go. Man, what's happening in the
I
legendary
mean,
life of Dave Dash, man?
just running through these schools, going into different towns, trying to teach people how to dream. You know,
Yes, sir.
it's a funny time because for a long time I've been complaining and hearing people complaining about the system and the things that aren't right about it. But you know, we've actually architected a plan to actually fix things, and we're actually doing it. So, to me, first you have to deal with the ultimate problem. To me, which is in school they teach you how to not dream as opposed to dreaming. They don't teach you to visualize what you want your future to look like. They teach you to visualize what they want your future to look like. Laboring for them, being honored to work for them, for being honored to go to college, to get debt, to work that off for them, to work 9 to 5 every day except weekends for them, to not retire at a business that you don't own until you're 60 and you want to relax and you are too tired to try to start from scratch. And it all seems like a program. So we go into the schools, and what I'm learning, even from talking to the high school kids, no one even ever asked these kids what they dream about. So if you don't know what a kid what he dreams about, how you know what language to talk to him? How do you know what to teach him? You know what I mean? And if no one's asking you what your dream is, they probably don't dream either. So literally I'll go into a school and be like, you know, they putting a lot of pressure, a lot, because you base, you know, the success of a school on how many kids go to college. So there's a lot of pressure to get into college. But even when I ask the kids, so y'all going to college, what are you going to college for? They don't know. What do you want your life to look like after college? They don't know. They wouldn't know if their dream came true if it happened because they don't dream. So, you know, that's one thing, and that's what I've been doing. So we've been going through the schools. We went to Camden. So he's at Farrow's. You know, we y'all got a mural over there. We built a studio in there. Yeah. So shout out to Travis, the principal. You know, it was on the news and all that. Tomorrow we going to a school. Yesterday we spoke at Columbia on the OSG summit, and Freeway was on that stage. We gave him a pen. We in Columbia. It's like we're actually in the institution that may be teaching what I don't like and reteaching right there. So this is about solutions and what it looks like when we have them We do them and execute them. And
Right.
you'll find that most of these institutions are looking for a better way to teach. I found out yesterday at that Columbia with OSG that I didn't know this, that Thomas Jefferson, what's that called, Rock? The Thomas Jefferson?
The Jefferson curriculum?
The Jefferson curriculum. He made the education. It was meant for white kids to know how to control black kids. The education was meant for black kids to know how to be controlled by white kids. That was the curriculum. And we still go by that curriculum. So I'm not saying that they don't want to change. If no one brings the change, it's not going to happen. The schools are actually welcoming a new perspective on learning. People are really receptive for change. They just want somebody with a plan. So that's why I like linking up, because y'all doing it too. When I run into schools, there's murals. We show up, you show up. You know, we're in that circle of help and solutions, and showing that we can link up and do shit all over the planet is also showing what a solution looks like.
Yeah,
I want to talk about the open thing, but before I do that, I want to give definitely flowers to Dane, because this whole financial literacy movement, I think I told him this before, but one of the key pivotal moments was Dane when he went on the Breakfast Club, and I think a little ahead of his time, because a lot of people really understand the message at that point in time. I look at it, I think that was definitely one of the catalysts that started the financial literacy and really started to think differently about entrepreneurship, about, you know, taking control of their future, about business. So Dane was ahead of his time at that moment, and he definitely deserves a lot of credit for helping what we're in right now, for sure. That's a fact. And yeah, shout out to Pharaohs. We have a girl in the school. It's in the Bronx, the charter school. They have a podcast studio in the school as well. So that's really dope for a podcast studio to be a high school in the Bronx. Is giving kids not only an opportunity to learn the art of podcasting, because it is an art and a skill, but also on the technical side too, because you need to learn about cameras, you need to learn about microphone, you need to learn how to hear when you're doing these things, upload YouTube. So
everything I do has to resonate with the trajectory of a child. That's all I'm doing and creating content for now, even down to the movie Prince of Detroit. But thank you for that. But what were you saying about the event? I didn't want to cut you off.
No.
See, you say I'll give you your flowers. Then when I give you your flowers,
give me my flowers. You mind? Thank you.
Yeah, you gotta interrupt the delivery, man. You gotta let them.
I never say you don't give me my flowers. I never say that. Let me tell you my flowers. Yeah. This is how you give me my flowers right now by promoting this event. You know, see, what I love is when someone comes and asks me for advice, and then I can come and be a partner with them in some way, shape, or form. That means what I'm saying is not in vain. And that's why I want to make sure everyone knows that we are doing something together. We all got different businesses. We all have a different perspective, but we have a common ground for helping and loving our culture and being articulate and making our culture better. Not only like mentally, but physically. I like that.
Yes.
You know?
Dangerous solution. So Dane Dash 19 Keys in Oakland this Thursday. Oakland is symbolic for a variety of different reasons. Not only is it the home of the Black Panther movement, right? When you think of Bobby's, not the fictional Marvel character, like the real Black Panthers, right? So you think of Bobby Seale, when you think of Huey P. Newton.
Jimi Hendrix, don't forget that. He was out there. He was a Black Panther. He used to hang out with the Black Panthers when he was young. That's why he ran off to London. It got critical for him out there. He was a real rock star, though.
Oakland is one of these towns that's legendary for its history, but it's also changing. So you got gentrification happening. So this is important that we keep the root of our cities that mean a lot to us. Oakland, New Orleans. We can't let the culture Brooklyn. We can't let the culture be completely stripped. Harlem. We can't let the culture be completely stripped. So Oakland is significant in Black America for a variety of different reasons. It's also the home of
Absolutely.
19 Keys.
Yeah, I'm going on your block, 19.
Yeah, man, I'm ready. Listen, Oakland's such a powerful city, and it produces powerful people. Anybody that traveled through Oakland, man, they feel that energy and they feel that love instantly because I believe it births authenticity, more than anything. And, I said the other day, integrity got to be rewarded. And the reason I say that because now it's so rare. We live in a world where integrity is rare. Just knowing yourself and being yourself. So when you talked about, the children in school today, they don't know what authenticity is. So it's hard for them to develop a dream when you don't know who you are, right? And everything is about rewarding you, about being like someone else. I believe that we are all three men that know who we are. And that's really one of the stark differences on how you go about in the world, you move and you operate. And it ain't nobody that can tell you anything about yourself that can make you confused, you understand me, and derail you off your path because you know who you are. You feel me? And growing up in Oakland, it definitely encoded me and ingrained me with the experiences, the knowledge, the wisdom, and the understanding of who I am. And I can take that Oakland knowledge, game, and information anywhere in the world. And I have, and now I'm bringing it back because, we evolved. And to be able to do it with somebody historically for me that I looked up to specifically in the way you spoke truth, right? And stand on it. You feel me? So it's like giving your flowers. You like me. It ain't about hearing it and receiving it. It's more so about the other people experiencing that because we don't get it often enough where Black men that do good, have integrity, that's not heralded. You understand me? Like not selling your soul, should be heralded because it's a lot of people that do and then they get celebrated for it. Like, nah, those people that I celebrate are the ones like, damn. So I know for a fact you didn't take that deal. I know for a fact you ain't give up your integrity there. Those are the people that I love and respect, because those are the people that allow Black men to be sane, because it's hard living in this world where you got to constantly give up who you are in order to be rewarded within it. You feel me? So authenticity, I think, is key. And we live in a dangerous time right now, but it's dangerous for those who don't know themselves and who ain't trained, but for us, the pivot is in, it's the time where you operate. It's a time where you recognize who you are and you pick up them skill sets and we execute around the planet. It ain't no man on this planet Earth that can tell me anything other than I'm going to win. And that's it.
Period.
All right. And I don't care if the banks fail. I don't care if the institutions fail. I don't care what's going on. I know how to use my mind. As long as my mind don't fail, I succeed. And that's one of the greatest things I teach is the demonstration of how does a young man use his mind in all situations in the world to succeed, even though I got a million things going against me, right? But I got a billion things going for me. So in Oakland, we go definitely come in there in full establishment, full attire, full decadence, full energy, and I want the room to be full as well. And we doing the live stream as well, so those that want to tap in that can't make it, or you want to get it for somebody else that's in your life, I feel like that's the bigger key. You feel me? Like you got a young man, a woman, or older gentleman, whoever the hell in your life, you got to put them up on game. You understand me? Like each one teach one. This is how we sharpen the world to get better. My whole campaign is how the hell we get to the highest level. And you can't get there by being fearful, and you can't get there with a stagnant environment, right? So if you replace some of the things that's in your environment right now and in your habits right now, when you change it to like, nah, I'm about to lock in with 19 Keys and Dame Dash, I'm gonna lock in with EYL, that's the automatic change of your environment and your reality, right? Then you start to see things change because you focus on the process rather than the outcome, right? So I look forward to having you there in the Bay Area, Oakland, California. We're gonna have a good time. It's gonna be powerful. It's gonna be good energy. A lot of people that's been signing up for the VIP, they've been hitting me and they ready to meet because I know we're gonna do 2 Zoom calls afterwards. So that makes this an even more personal experience that most people probably didn't even realize the depth of this is not just a one-time situation. Like this is a continuation. You feel me? And normally you don't get the opportunity to hear people speak and then speak to them afterwards with a few follow-ups, right? Shadi always talking about the power of networking and being in the room. And that's what really this is about as well, like being in the room. For all the things that we consume, right? None of the things are advancing your life. So you got to make sure that, you change your information diet a lot, especially during this time. And don't wait till it's too late, because the right
Right
time is
time is
always
always
now.
now. That is a fact. And I just want to say the comments. I was looking at the comments. They had cut off for a minute. So life's golden rule. Life's golden rule is you keep it real with people that keep it real with you. And this is a full circle moment for us, 360. I'll tell a brief story.